Hello, Grox. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. I like how the captions get Grox right now. Or sometimes they do, but they still hear welcome on as Pokemon. Thank you for the hydrate, Tids. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, Grox, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully
HeroQuest is the best game
me flailing at Ducktales speedruns can improve your mood a little bit. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. Hey, Cypher, how you doing? Hello, Cyborg, how are you doing? Welcome, folks. The boy is in a bit of a mood today. And is probably going to be demanding my attention the whole time. Also had chocolate pudding. Love a bit of chocolate pudding. Oh, that's rough, Cyborg. As someone that has suffered with that themselves, I appreciate how you must be feeling. Here in Duckbag we have high-level corruption. Hey, Pudlord, how you doing? I hope with some rest and the appropriate insoles / footwear, Cyborg, you start to feel better again soon. Oof, that's rough, Cypher. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope all goes well. Hey, Brew. Doing DuckTales speedruns first. Hello, Kian, as well. How are you all doing? So after I've done my DuckTales practice run for the night, we're going to be playing some Jump King, which Iron Brew, who is being shouted out by TechSquig now, encouraged me to pick up and stream for you all. It should be a nightmare for me. Double speedruns it is then. I've not even played it yet. Can't speedrun it before I know it, can I? Awesome, Kian. It's Ireland, but with more greenery. Hey, D-Mac. How you doing, mate? Best king of yumping, indeed. Okay. So, it has been a while since I did any Ducktales runs on stream. And the couple of Ducktales runs I've done recently to knock the rust off stream have not gone swimmingly. So this is going to be an interesting practice run, but I'm going to give it a try, because nothing ventured, nothing gained, you know? I have, as far as I can remember, set everything up. Can't swim in Ducktales, maybe that's why they're not going swimmingly. Fuck's sake, D-Mac. I'm not expecting to do well. Hey, Primeby, how you doing? I'm not expecting to do well at all, but that's okay. It's a practice run. I've already turned Quick Cinemas on. We've got 8-bit music tonight. Oh, woohoo. Yep. Oh dear. That doesn't sound very convincing, Primeby. We're gonna do this on easy mode purely because, like I say, rusty. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, keep your fingers crossed for me, folks. I'm having a lot of trouble remembering the route in the Himalayas, so that should be interesting. But here we go. I will try and keep on top of chat when I have the opportunity to do so. Oops, that was unfortunate. Got a nice little springboard off of him though, so it could have been worse. And that was exactly where we wanted it to be. Best I've done that in a little while. Not quite as good as it could have been, but that's okay. That was terrible. That's fine. Oh, nearly got through that without taking a single hit. That would have been nice. Oh well. No, Porthos. Not right now, sweetheart.
There you are, sir. Everything's ready, sir.
That could have been a bit quicker.
Everything's ready, sir.
Because really, you want to be hitting these as quick as possible. And we want Himalayas. I always do the Himalayas first. My biggest problem when I was practicing last time was that I kept forgetting to skip the cutscenes. Missed. That's fine. We'll wait for this goat to pass. Oh, could have pogoed that one and fudged it. Oh well. There's no thing here, but we want to go this way, unless I've forgotten the route again. I've forgotten the route again. So, I want to go down here. I'm going to go get this. This is going to be a rough one anyway. Oh, fuck. Oh, curses. Right, is it here that I need to drop down? I think it was, wasn't it? Actually, let's have a look. Ah, yes. There's a quicker route to doing this, but I cannot remember it right now. So we'll just go with what I can remember. It'll do for now. Come on. There we go. Because you're supposed to come at this one from that side and then go this way. Which I royally scuppered, but it's fine. It is fine. Yeah. Bad Himalaya. It's fine. Awful Himalaya. Managed to hit the rabbit for once, though. Just go straight up here. That one. Have I missed one? I feel like I've missed one and it's making me very nervous. Have I missed one? Ah, well. Welcome back, Tids. Well, that could have been worse. This is when I find out if I have. Nope. I've not fucked it up. Okay. Could have been worse. Let's see what the RNG's like on this.
Here comes a 10 megaton
Promising so far. Let's see. Ooh. Are you going to be kind to me seeing as I fucked this up so badly already? That'd be very nice of you.
Knock it off, McDuck. Hurry, you fools. He's catching up. Wow. Usually for a ride like this, you have to buy a ticket.
Ah, there goes any nice RNG we could have had. Oh, it was only on the last one though, so not so bad. Ooh, that could have been bad. Right. Now we wait. My biggest issue with this is that I get a little over eager and sometimes I knock the ice blocks down before she goes under them. Hey SK. Sorry, can't really keep up with chat as well as I would like to right now. But I did see you pop in there. Oh shit. That was silly of me. Yes, Tids. Sorry, Tids. Oh, she angry. Oh, thank you for the ice cream. Yeah, we're a little over. That's okay. That's okay. A lot of our best segments are from when I was doing hard mode speedruns, so they'll be a little quicker anyway, because the boss cycles and things like that are faster in hard mode. And I fucked that up pretty badly as well, so, you know, I'll take plus 30 seconds playing it on easy mode. We want... Oh shit, we want the Amazon. Forgetting the order I do shit in already. I'm being too eager with the pause button there. Yeah, I hope everyone in chat's doing okay tonight. Or today, as it may be for you. Ah, fuck. Ah, well, we'll go down here first. We need to go this way anyway. That's fine. Gets us over here. One of these days, I'll get the Look Ma No Spats achievement. Not today. Oh no, shouldn't have done that. That's going to cost me a little bit of time. But it's fine. Down here for the last one.
Onward and upward.
And straight up. Straight on till morning, as it were. And now I can look at chat and have a quick drink. Hey, MechFrog. Yes, hello to anyone that's come in whilst I've been running and panicking, that I can't see in chat. If I haven't said hello to you, I am sorry. It's not that I'm ignoring you. That was basically my last opportunity to sit down and breathe. For a while. Nope! Oh no. Shit. That was silly of me. Okay. So let's try that again. There we go. Because now we can just walk over those spikes. Again, not too worried about fucking up my times here. I'm mostly interested in trying to remember routes and trying to remember little tricks that will keep my speed up. If they don't all work, they don't all work. If I fail the pogo repeatedly, I fail the pogo repeatedly. It's just the way it goes. Fuck it. We'll take the hit. We either wait or we take the hit. We take the hit this time. Take a hit there. Okay, I don't feel comfortable going into the final boss with half a heart here. So we'll just do that. At least now I've got a little bit of health. You watch, this will be the first time I... no, it won't. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, this will be the first time I do this boss completely hitless, won't it? It is SK, because I have not practiced properly in a while. So this is a low pressure run, as it were, just to help me knock the rust off. And as you can see, I'm very rusty. Oh. Where you going? Oh. What I will be interested to see is if we actually get to the end of this run. Because my last run was actually going quite well. And then at the moon, it crashed. Africa. Okay. Fuck's sake. I only ever knock that chest when I don't want to. Ah, that's fine. That could have been better, could have been worse. It's okay. We got this. Mm.
Onward and upward. Up I go. It's gaining interest. I mean, speed.
That was nice. I'm actually quite proud of how well that went. Oh, what happened there? That I am not proud of. That was embarrassing. You know what? I'll take that. Hmm. It's like I didn't quite press the jump button enough or something. I don't know. Scrooge just didn't feel like he moved far enough. Even my bin, yeah. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I didn't get stuck in the little divot there. Can I do this? Nope. Oh, wasn't far enough over for the second one. It's fine. It's fine. At least we only got caught in one of them this time. I've had, not so much on this level, but on Transylvania, the other one with minecarts. I've had a couple of situations where I've jumped onto a new track and Scrooge has landed next to the cart rather than in it. Oh no. I normally miss that one. I would love it if they did a voice mod, or like a VA mod, I should say, I guess, for this, with David Tennant. Because I think David Tennant's a fantastic Scrooge. Okay, now, I always end up stuck in that one. I have not figured out how to get past it without getting bitten. I really need to take a look at Gerard de Sillinet's world record run again and see how he did it. I tell you what, coming back to this and deciding to play easy mode instead of hard mode when the last run I did was hard mode. this particular boss fight was an interesting adjustment. Because he's a fair bit quicker in hard mode than he is in easy mode when he's doing this, like, spinning attack. My least favourite. Because that happens every time. So I was jumping, anticipating him reaching me faster than he was, and getting hit a lot. Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention, then I looked over at chat instead. Bad Hobbs. Hey Wheezy. Indeed, if I can't do it, I'll just try again later. This is a bad run, and that's okay. Like, I don't mind having bad runs. Especially when it's been so long since I practiced consistently. Wheezy did a ambient Minecraft stream earlier, which I had on whilst I was working, and it was the fucking chillest thing ever. Like, you would not believe. It was so nice. Just diggy sounds. The occasional sparkly sound of getting a level up. You know, just nice Minecrafty type sounds. Missed. It was so good, Wheezy. I really enjoyed it. Like, sometimes that's just what you need to sort of rewire the old brain, you know? It was very, very satisfying to just have on. Sorry, little space squids. You're very cute and stuff, but you also make for really handy platforms. Oh, that was a game stutter there. Seeing as I saw it, I'm guessing you all saw it. Oh, fuck. Up you go, Scrooge. Okay, that's all of the Gizmo Duck bits. That was unfortunate. Obtained. Now to see if the run is fucked. It is not! We have survived the black screen. Oh. There we go. Hey, Soup, how you doing? Sorry I didn't say hello sooner. Oh, that was another game stutter. I am getting very nervous. All these game stutters. It doesn't normally do that. Ah, it's fine. We are sufficiently low on health, but it's fine. Boss fight with one hit? Sure. What could possibly go wrong and kill me? Aww. That was going really smooth right up until then. I'm quite proud of that. That was very pleasing to see, I think. I hope it was pleasing for you folks too. Wait for it to finish having its tantrum. Should be fine. Yes! Love it when that happens. Aww. I was a bit eager there. That's okay. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. I know it did, SK. It really annoys me when that happens. Hey, look at that! This may not be a very good run, but look at the previous segment. We got a rainbow going on there. That's a good thing. That is a very good thing. That was a good moon. That was a good moon. I'm happy with that moon. We'll take that. You watch, I'm gonna have like a reasonable end game, and then I'm gonna be like, right, let's chill out and calm down with some Jump King, and Jump King's gonna go fucking awful. Oh no, we don't want to go this way yet. Okay, so I've jinxed myself there, but that's all right. It's all right. I figured it out quickly enough that we can correct. I don't know what happened there. I just completely, like, lost my rhythm. Twice in a row, in fact. Shameful. Shameful. There we go. Oh. Took a little bit longer to become vulnerable again there than I was expecting him to. But that's okay. That could have been a hell of a lot worse. Love the Transylvania music. It's so funky. I think Transylvania and Africa are my two favourite tunes. I know everybody loves the Moon theme, and it's arguably the most recognisable, so much so that it's even in the more recent animated series. But no. Transylvania. Transylvania and Africa for me. They've got the best bass lines. Vesuvius also very good. Okay, so we've only taken one hit. That's not so bad. And now it's fixed. No faffing about needed. Just pootling along. Getting ice cream all over our hat. And now on to the third. Definitely a ghost. Easy peasy. That was a very satisfying beagle fight, that one. Oh, I thought I'd fallen off the edge there. Because I don't know if you folks saw that, but Scrooge didn't actually land in the cart. And then the game pushed him into the cart. Most of the time, it doesn't push him into the cart. It just leaves him on the edge, and you have to hope and pray that you can jump into the cart without the game going, nah, you jumped off the edge, fuck you. Oh, I left the fucking content warning running. Shit. I knew I forgot to do something. More like Grim Ducktales, am I right? Yeah, I nearly went the wrong way a second ago. No, I couldn't get past that. I really struggle to anticipate where the ghosts are going to go. Like, I know jumping at a certain height causes them to spawn at a certain height. Phew, Magica, you are not fucking messing around today, are you, love? Just straight in there with the beam of death. Well, guess what, love? I'm not messing around either. So have at ye. She trying. Oh. No. Having none of your nonsense today, lady. Oh, nearly. Nearly got me. Nearly got me. Did she hit me at all then? Did anybody notice? Oh no, Kian, that's terrible. I mean, it's not, in the slightest. Oh, another game stutter. Game, be good to me, please. Ah, that's fine.
There's got to be a way through. Put your back into it, McDuck. Hurry up, Gunboat. Time is money. It could be dangerous, McDuck. You go first. Hurry up, I'm growing old. Just not as old as you. I'm going as fast as I can. Hey,
Oops. That's a shame. That could have been pretty swish. But it's fine.
Children and billionaires first. Onward and upward.
I remember when I was first learning
Helping like you asked. Quit
the
complaining.
run for this game, how much I struggled with this level. Like, I spent literal weeks trying to get to the end of this level.
Nearly lost my hat on that one.
And
This is actually starting to be
just
fun.
failing miserably.
Ooh. Get a move on, McDuck.
And DMAC may remember that because I was basically messaging him the entire time going, I can't fucking do this. But now look at how far I've come, you know? Even if this is a bad run, even if any of my runs are bad runs, I can get to the end of the game now, which is something I never was able to do before. Oh, didn't quite jump far enough then. That's a shame. Oh! Oh, you little ghosty bastard. Okay, let's wait for the ghost to leave.
Let's go. Have a busy duck. Washed up has-beens first, McDuck.
Right, here we go. The Drac fight. What we got? Dragon. Okay. Ah, my least favorite. Because that happens every time. There we go. But it's fine. We're doing this on easy mode, so I've got plenty of hits in me. If the pogoing giant Drax beak strategy doesn't work. It's okay. It's all good. This is just practice. Oh no. Is it me or did the bats very patiently wait for me to figure out what the fuck was going on there? Are you gonna spawn? There. Oh, fuck. If you're really lucky, you can actually hit that second bat without hitting the first one. But it's very much a luck and distance thing, so... Oh, do they not, DMAC? I didn't know that. I kind of want to test it, but... Oh, heck. Ah, well. It's fine. It's fine. I've come back from worse Drac fights than this before. Another dragon. Don't normally get this many dragons. Fuck. Missed. Fuck it, I just went for it there. Oh no. That's not a good start. There we go. No! Oh, Scrooge, why? Why, Scrooge, why? No! Fuck. Oh. There we go. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. time. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was not too bad. 4807. I'll take that.
Aye. I'll put it on your bill, Flint.
I need a drink.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Thank you for the hydrate, Torpo. Good timing.
I'll get you for this, McDuck. Mark my words.
And the posture check as well, thank you very much. Oof, and the stretch. Yes, good idea.
Come on, lads. Let's head to the
You know what?
ice cream shop.
That wasn't too bad. And we can't... Yeah, nothing can take that good moon away from me. That was a good moon, even though I cocked up in a couple of places.
In fact,
I'm happy with that.
you can even get a cone with ice cream in it.
I think I'll probably do another couple of easy runs off stream, and then go back to doing hard mode runs or extreme mode runs, and see if we can start shaving that time back down again. But yeah, that wasn't too bad as a de-roster. I'm happy with that. We got some good stuff in there. A solid run, especially with a bit of rust. Thank you very much, Tids. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. It's what's my time on let's see if someone else can get there before I can. What's the time that I've got on SRC? They've actually... my PB is on hard, I think. Okay, so my submitted time, my 17th place time, is 48:28. So this is actually, albeit only 21 21 seconds, is actually faster than the run that I have submitted to speedrun.com. I mean, submitting this wouldn't get me any higher on the leaderboard, so there's no point in doing it. Yeah, I know, DMAC. I forgot to do it, and now they're just sort of merged together. But the run that I submitted was on easy anyway. So... Hey, Rocket! I would say how you're doing, but you've already answered that question. I hope everything's okay. Do it to show you're improving and coming for them. Fucking hell. Submitting a 20-second difference to assert dominance. Nah, that's not my style. No, I want to at least try and... So, when I originally submitted the run, it would have put me in 16th, I think, or 15th. And in the time between me submitting it and it getting reviewed, other people... 20 seconds closer to stealing their spot. Other people submitted runs that were faster than mine. But somebody has set up a leaderboard specifically for Glitchless Easy. And I am very tempted to see if I can do a run that is, you know, Glitchless Easy board worthy at some point. This wasn't it. For sure. Because there's only one entry on there at the moment. It's 39 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'd want to knock another 10 minutes off of my time. Glitches are for nerds that aren't really completing the game. Oh no, that's not true. Every run is valid if the adjudicators of the particular board say they are. Counterpoint. Counterpoint, D? Any run you submit will be second. Fair point. I could do that. And it's technically a different run, so yeah, alright then. You arsehole! Does that mean you're coming out of retirement then? Are you gonna do some Ducktales runs? Are you gonna stream some Ducktales runs? One last match. One last run. Oh, I just forgot to turn the content warning off, SK. Actually, now that now that I'm not doing the run, I can turn that off. The problem with doing a stream that starts basically like within the hour after I finish work on a weekday is that I have to try and do most of my setup over my lunch break. But I also have to walk the dog at lunch and maybe have some lunch. And sometimes I have meetings or I have work and other stuff that gets in the way of my lunch break. So I don't always remember to do everything on my lunch break. And then we get content warnings whilst I'm playing Ducktales. I'd be quite distressed if I was a duck. Yeah, that's fair, Kian. I'd be quite distressed if a duck was hoarding 90% of the world's wealth. To be fair, Soup, I work for an American company, so what is lunchtime for me isn't lunchtime for them. And a lot of the time they do try to arrange things so that it doesn't overlap with lunch, but they can't get everything right all the time. Especially not in a completely different time zone. Teach the dog to do the setup and take yourself for a relaxing walk. Nah, Porthos would never do that for me. He'd just raid the treat jar. Oh, okay. So, once the very relaxing credits... It's like they knew speedrunners were going to play this game and would need a way of calming down afterwards. And the sweet jar. No, the sweet jar's got like a locking lid on it. Mostly to keep me out. So he wouldn't be able to get into that. Once the very relaxing credits have finished. There we go. I will put us into BRB mode. Do I have a microphone on here? Can you folks still hear me? Yes, I do have a microphone on this scene. Lovely. So, I am gonna exit Ducktales. I am gonna set up Jump King. I am going to re-add all of my fucking tags because the new Twitch tag system means whenever you change any of your settings, all of your tags get deleted. Okie dokie, SK. When you come back, tell us what you've ordered. I can hear you, the voices in my head are much deeper and less friendly. Well, I'm glad you think my voice is friendly, Soup. And also, mood. Yeah, so we can close... Close live split now. So, seeing as I didn't get to really chat to any of you properly, you know what? I have a different screen. that we can use for this, because I'm not fucking going anywhere. When the cameras load. There we go. Hi everyone! You get to watch me setting up Jump King. So what I'll do is I'll set up Jump King on this scene, and then I'll oh no, I need to sneeze. And then I'll pop away for a quick BRB. And then I will attempt some Jump King, having literally only opened it to make sure that it was set up on my monitor correctly. So I've not played any of it. I've seen a lot of other people play it. A lot of other people. Hyped. I bet you are, Brew. This is all Brew's fault. I mean that with all the love in the world. Synchronizing Steam Cloud. I hate that. Like, every time I open a Steam game now, it goes synchronizing Steam Cloud, and I'm like, shit, is that a threat? Jump King, you're on the wrong monitor. And you're also painfully loud. There we go. Right, so we're gonna have SFX and ambience on, but we're not gonna have music because I'm gonna set the jukebox up as well. I'm also gonna quickly quit out of Jump King and reopen Jump King because it was supposed to go to my other monitor and didn't for some weird and wonderful reason. Is it going to do it again? Yeah, it is. It just does not want to be on the monitor I want it on. And it won't let me alt-enter it. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Ah, technology, folks. Technology. Okay. Full size. Okay. Third time's the charm. Come on. There we go. I only had to make to close it and reopen it 3 times to get it to actually do the thing it's supposed to do. That's fine. Tell me, Brew, when you've played Jump King on stream, have you had problems getting OBS to pick it up? Because it does not seem to want to. Am I gonna have to make a new thing for it? I'm gonna have to make a new thing for it, aren't I? Sigh. Had to do it as desktop capture. Shit. Okay. Hello, Hans. How you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, that's fine. There's always one that decides to be a pain in the arse, isn't there? Hey. Okay, there we go. I may actually just use that for everything in future. I think it's the right size and in the right place. Oh, not quite. Not quite. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, so Jump King's all sorted. Now I need to turn the jukebox on for you lovely folks. Welcome back, Pramby. And do that. Right. That should be everything. So I am gonna pop you in the be right back screen and just quickly nip to the loo, and then I'm gonna learn how to jump, I guess. So, Porthos baby, he's very baby. Chonky snoozer, yeah. He is getting a bit chonky, I've not been walking him enough. And he's getting old. Right, I'll be right back. Get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. Brace yourselves for the nightmare that's about to unfold on this stream. Be with you in a sec, folks. Hello everyone. I'm back. And ready to fall.
Hello there.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little peek behind the curtain before we go any further. I have on my Stream Deck a set of functions that allow me to control Spotify whilst I'm doing other stuff, like without going over to Spotify and pressing buttons in Spotify itself. But because of the way Spotify's API works, if you've got any of those Stream Deck buttons just like sitting there on your Stream Deck, even if your Stream Deck's in screensaver mode, it is constantly pinging the API and pinging Spotify servers. And if you do that too much, Spotify go, no, you're throttled. And I accidentally left a Stream Deck page with a Spotify button on it. Does it have to be mine? Yeah, with a Spotify button on it. On my Stream Deck all day while I was at work today. And Spotify are throttling me for another 15 minutes. So for the next 15 minutes, if I have to do anything with Spotify, I will have to do it manually because I'm an idiot. It's nice to see a healthy amount of Little Shop of Horrors fans in chat. Okay. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Right, you should, in theory. Well, I hadn't actually started the game yet, so yes, let's delete the save. Legend has it there is a smoking hot babe at the top. Well then. You have heard the legend too. So, you're gonna get that babe, right? Here we fucking go! Go on then! Get up there! Yes, sir. Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, so A is our jump button. We can use the D-pad, which is good because I prefer using the D-pad to the thumbsticks. Oh! Okay, cool. Can I? No, I can't change direction in the middle of a jump. Cool. What we got? Okay. Welcome back, Rocket. Okay. I'm understanding the basic premise. Oh. Yeah. So, for anyone that's not played this before and not seen anyone, I'm going to challenge that Chibi-tan. You do it! If Pudlord does, in fact, challenge Chibi-tan, the entirety of chat can get in on the action. It is a game of rock, paper, scissors. You versus the tiny little raccoon with the knife. It'll tell you what to do. It'll pop up in chat from the, like, Tamagotchi bot. Oops. Oh, that was actually a really good place to get some intel on what we need to do next. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. I didn't jump quite far enough. Can I get up here from... Yes, I can. And then I need to go that way. So I want to be here. Oh, not quite enough. Yeah, so for anyone that's not played this before and not seen it play... Why does the raccoon have a knife? Primarily because it's a chibi version of me. Would you deprive an adorable little raccoon of their knife button? Oh no! Okay, I was a little bit overzealous there. So what you do is you depress the A button, because I'm using a controller, for a certain amount of time. I believe it's spacebar if you're playing with mouse and keyboard. Beautiful SK, love it, love it. Nope, too much again. Still too much. Like, I did it perfectly the first time, and now I can't do it. There we go. Ooh, close. Okay. Yes! There we go. Oh. Okay, okay. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Because he's gonna bounce off of that. Knife's a standard issue for tactical raccoons. Yes. Though nobody's ever accused me of being tactical. Yeah, okay, so you can't... I love the animation when he face plants. And the fact that he doesn't get back up again until you tell him to. It's just like, no, this is my life now. I am become one with the dirt. Okay. He's charging forward, screaming wildly, not tactical. I have no idea anymore. So you're a strategic raccoon. I wouldn't go that far either. Tactical scram. Yeah, that's about as tactical as I get. Okay. There is a burb up there. I wish to befriend the burb. I wonder... Is the jukebox not doing its thing? Oh no, it is. It just took a second. Never mind. I panicked for a sec there. Yeah, I wonder why it's done that. That's... Porthos, no, sweetheart. No. I've got nothing for you. You've already been fed. That's really odd that it started doing that. It's supposed to only shout people out when they meet certain criteria, and if you've never streamed, then you don't meet those criteria. Thank you for the treats for Porthos, folks. Just enabling him now. Ugh. Slobber chops. Okay. Maybe if I... No. Oops. Oh. Caught a fairy the other day. Congratulations. You want a peek? Too bad. Oh, I came back down so that I could have a look at it. You're mean. Okay. Okay. Oh! Not quite high enough. Ah, too hard. I can see how people get hooked on this. Like, when you manage to do something that you've been struggling with for a bit, it is very satisfying. And this feels like the kind of game where that is something that happens a lot. Okay. How high do we get? What about on here? Interesting. So if we do this... Nope. Oh no. Okay. Oops. Yes, we must enable the good boy, eh? That's what the redemption's there for. I'm not going to stop you. The damage is already done. No point in changing it now. Oops! Yeah, I was a bit rough on the A button there. I reached the babe once, then why the fuck are you down here? It must have been her. He's gone back to sleep again. A little snot bubble coming out of his nose. Fabulous. That's actually Brew down there. Aw, poor Brew. Oh, fuck. Okay, if we go a little further to the left. And then jump harder. There we go. Not a lie, but... Oh no, that's been there since long before the Uwu Redemption Torpor, don't worry. Give Treats to Porthos was the first redemption I ever put on my channel. If you talk to him enough, he just starts saying nits. Oh fuck. Ah, dear. I do love the faceplant animation. And in fact, Brew, please, or DMAC, because I think DMAC's sub to you. So somebody who's sub to Brew or has access to Brew's emotes, please show off the wonderful Jump King emotes, because I adore them. Splat. How do you feel? Well, I think I've got a few less teeth now. Amazing, Brew. Thank you. Ah! Shit. There we go. Yeah, Brew has only recently come back to streaming after a forced break, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, fuck. Overzealous again. Oh well. I wonder if this is any easier with mouse and keyboard. Because now I've got my new setup. Oh, fuck. DMAC, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Iron Brew. Brew!
Iron Brew just joined the cult of Glotters.
Welcome to the cult of
Glotters. A tier
Glotters.
1 sub to Iron Brew. They have given 24 gift subs in the channel.
Fucking hell. Oh no! I wasn't close enough to the edge. Bollocks. Oh! Grazie! Best of luck. Okay, I'm here again. See, what I was thinking of doing was trying to launch myself onto that second platform instead of this one. But that went horribly last time. Okay. You have technically quit smoking and gone back to vaping. They are technically two different things. Yeah, I don't think there is any way. Yeah, exactly. It's still... You are still trying to do something to take better care of the meat mechas that you have been assigned. Because we all know smoking's not good for you. I mean, for some folks it makes the happy brain chemicals go whee, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. Assigned meat mecha at birth, yes, exactly, Bloodlord. Love the happy brain chemicals. You and me both, bro. I wish I had more of them. But I've got to admit, I posted on Twitter about the new setup I've got. So for the longest time I had 2 keyboards, 2 mice. And the ones I used for work were the ones that were, no, actually. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Yep! That didn't work. And you can't jump high enough from here, so you've got to go from that top platform. But I don't think you want to be on one of those little lower platforms. I think you need to try and aim for the upper one. So... if we go from here... No, okay. If we go from here... Nope, we still end up there. Okay. So we must have to go from here. Because there doesn't seem to be any way of getting onto the platform above. And it's definitely not something that we can pass through either. I wonder. No, okay. It was worth a shot. And we've not lost anything by trying it, which is the important thing here. Okay. Yeah, so I was getting really severe RSI in my shoulders and my wrists from using the stuff that was attached to my personal computer because they were too high up and there was nowhere else I could put them. So I got myself what is called a KVM switch, which is like a little mechanical box that sits on my desk and has a bunch of buttons and cables coming out of it. And you basically press a button on it and it swaps any USBs that are plugged into it from one device to another by means of the cables that are coming out of it. Okay, that was me testing how far off of the ledge I could go before it actually registered that I wasn't on the ledge anymore. And now we know. So that's good. Oops. That's less good, but it's fine. She must really be something. Why do I feel like this is going to be a Castle Crashers joke at the end of it? My nerd brain just saw a cloud and thought, oh, that's a Mon Calamari cruiser. Yeah. Why is the bot doing that? I've got to fix that. It's going to drive me mad otherwise. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Is it? It's still shouting at? Yeah, it's just shouting out everybody now, instead of the folks it's supposed to shout out. Edit. Oh, that would be why. Why have you done that? Right. Now it should only shout out the people that are in the auto shout out bucket. And there might be a bunch of people in there that shouldn't be, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll sort that later. Where were I? Made southern fried chicken for dinner. It's tasty but far too spicy. My mouth is in so much pain. Oh, bless you, Lynn. If it was the first time you'd made it, you made something for the first time, and that's really good. And I'm sure with time and practice, you'll work out the optimal spice levels for you. Oops. I have gammon, egg, and chips. Lovely. It's frozen chunks from a bag. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, I was overzealous again. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Ah, yes, I was talking about the new setup. So I got the KVM switch, and because I now only need one keyboard and one mouse for controlling everything, you know, one keyboard and one mouse to rule them all, and in the darkness, stop them from getting RSI. I decided, seeing as I've had the keyboard I have for 12 years and it's missing a key or two, that I would get a new keyboard. And I now have a very pretty RGB backlit mechanical keyboard and a mouse to go with it. And the sounds of typing on it and the gentle cycling of the RGB just makes my brain go, yes, yes. It's very happy brain chemicals. I have no idea how to get past that. I genuinely thought I might be able to get onto that other platform, but I don't seem to be able to. Oh no! Oh. Usually involves jumping. Really, Brew? You didn't say. And here's me thinking I could just walk. Oh no! There you go. Oh, see, now I'm being too gentle with it. I can't win. too gentle again. When in doubt, bifurcate. Fair. Oopsie. There we go. Right. So, how could we do this? Yeah, we definitely can't clear enough height to get onto that platform. There's no way to. Clicky Clack is a good shit, very, very soothing. Having watched Duke play through this, all I can say is thank you, Rust. I hope you're doing okay today. Don't know if I said hello to you already. Can't remember. My brain is pudding right now. Clickety clack, clickety clack. Yes, though I have been educated that there is varying different flavours of mechanical keyboard, and mine is not what would be described as a clicky keyboard. But it does make very satisfying noises when you type on it. You're having fun, SK. See, I could try and go that way. SK just headbanging away, and I do not blame him. I love Sonic music so much. Yeah, Crush 40 are really good. Mrs. McFrog can tell how annoyed I am by how loudly the typing is from the other room. See, I would say the same about Slow, but I can hear him typing from downstairs when he's not angry. He actually came into my office yesterday and said, I can hear you typing from my office, and I was like, yeah? Welcome to my world. Okay. Okay. We don't have any other... We can literally just jump. That's it, isn't it? There's nothing else we can do. Just, you know, pressing buttons here in the hopes of figuring something out. No, it doesn't look like we can do anything else. Hey, Slow. He heard me taking his name in vain, and now he's here.
Vengeance.
Yes! Honestly, the look of frustration on your face when you said you could hear me typing was hilarious to me. Only jump. I mean, he's got the legs for it, look at him. This fella does not skip leg day. Okay, so. We jump to the right, we don't quite clear it. Maybe we have to be as far over as we can be? No, but I think if we go any further than that, it won't. This man is 50% Gams. He really is, and good on him. Aw, bugger. And here I am again. The tent is looking pretty comfortable there. Well, you go have a nap in it then. Me? I got a tower to climb. Oh no! And if at first I don't succeed, I'll buy a parrot and it'll succeed for me. Ah, it's one of my mother's jokes, and it's fucking awful. But I kinda love it. Oh shit. In all seriousness, I know some folks enjoy watching people struggle at this and get really angry at it, but if I get to a point where I'm getting frustrated with it, I'll just stop playing it. Shit. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm gonna not swear or anything like that, because, you know, profanity is punctuation for me. I just enjoy the overcoming of obstacles. Yeah, me too, bro. It is very, very satisfying when you manage to, it's like in Dark Souls, when you manage to get to a new area. Or when you manage to beat something you've not been able to beat before. It's like when I was talking about how far I've come with my Ducktales speedruns. No one can take away from me the fact that I can... No, it's fucking not, Prime B. No one can take away from me the fact that I have got to a point with Ducktales where I can complete it every time consistently, even if I, you know, take a few too many hits along the way. I can now beat the game. I know how to beat the game and I can do it consistently. I have made progress. I may not have made it as fast as other people have, and that'll be the same here, more than likely. But progress is progress. And I'm proud of that. Oh, bollocks. Okay, let's go further back. There we go. Okay. I'm really inconsistent on that middle jump there, so... If we go from here... There we go. There we go! I think I've found something that works for me on that bit. Robbed myself of a pip that game because I hit a survivor with a cross-map combat axe. And the other three immediately left instead of trying to help them. Oof! Sorry to hear that, D. This is the point where I find out there's actually like a little hidden thing here that I can... No, not. Sometimes even I take pity on survivors. Really, do? I didn't think that was in your nature. This game is all about getting an intimate relationship with the jump button, growing to learn its likes and dislikes, what gets it going and what earns its scorn. Only when you know just how to love it and be loved by it in return, only then can you hope to master the jump and hop your way to victory. Oh my god, Ross, that is amazing and horrifying in equal measure, and I am proud of you. Heck. You're making me blush. You do a really hard jump against the wall and bounce onto the pad. Oh, that's a really good idea. Let's find out. If I drop down here... Okay. Not that way. If I'm really close to the wall when I do it, what happens? That. Okay. Had an idea, a Jump King remix of the song Wild Thing. Oh my god. Jump King, you make my legs sting. I'll think about the rest of it later. Can't think parody lyrics right now, too busy thinking about jumping. That is a song I have not thought about in a very long time though, Kian. Well done. Right. Right. Yes, I have Soup. I really want to watch it. It looks like it'll be fun. No, we know that doesn't work. Why did I do that? Oops. Dang it. Ah, fair enough, Kian. BRB getting an evening snack or some rust you enjoy, and please let us know what you have. It looks incredible and perfectly Weird Al. It really does. Okay. No. Oh. I was scared for a second then that I was going back down. Eating my 5th slice of pizza. This is the life. What kind of pizza have you got, SK? Please, tell us everything. I've not had dinner yet. Hey, Sinister, you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. Thank you so much for popping in tonight. I hope you're doing okay. Obviously, you're lurking. There is no requirement to respond. Heck, even if you're not lurking, there's no requirement to respond. But know that I hope you're well. Given we've been playing Sega music, hey, not wrong with that. He's looking up. He's so sick of waiting for me to decide what to do that he just starts staring at the sky. That's brilliant. Love it. I am half tempted to have a go at making a little raccoon sprite for this guy. Oh, I thought I might make it then. No. So even with maximum jump, we can't clear enough height. That's okay. Yes, I know, little jump guy. I need to think of something to do with you. Maybe from here?
Bye-bye.
Okie dokie, kids, you take care. Nope! Oh, I fell off. No, because I hit my head on the other one. And Tids, you don't have to apologise. There's never any requirement to chat. You don't want to talk? You don't... Oh, no, I could have just gone from there. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Oh, fuck. Well, I was pressing the jump button then, but I guess I didn't press it quick enough. No! Okay. Remember, Hobbs, you don't have to push the jump button. You don't have to push the movement button straight away. You push the jump button first, and then push the move button. I don't think there's any way to get past that. No worries, Brew. You take care. Enjoy your food and enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. And thank you again for goading me into playing this. I'm actually having fun. Even if I do keep falling back down to the bottom. There we go. It's a journey. It really is. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves and about this little fella along the way, I'm sure. Okay. So I don't think we can get past that. Why do we fall? To jump again. Yeah, exactly. This is an interesting cover of Moon River and perfect for Bayonetta. Like, I really want it to be this and that I'm just doing it wrong. Oh no! Welcome back, Rust. The other thing that I've seen a lot of folks streaming this fall into the trap of is trying to rush back to where they were. Like, oh, I got so far. This is the furthest I've ever got and I've fallen, so I'm just gonna... I'm gonna, rush through the bit I know. And because they're rushing, they do things wrong. And I've already done a fair bit of that tonight. Oh! Oh! We got past it! We got past it! We could possibly do it that way. We didn't quite clear enough space. But we might be able to do it if we land it just so. Oof. Not quite. Oh, so close! So close! What I'm going to do is I'm going to practice. Yeah. Okay. Oops. No, that's fine actually. I'm practicing standing as close to the edge as possible before we get up there. Oh, because that happens. And if we practice where it's safe, not quite. It's okay. It's okay. No! Oh, that was perfect then, and I hit the wrong button first, and he started walking. Okay. It's okay, we can do this. Not if I do that, though. That was silly. Oops. Wasn't quite hard enough. That's okay. Shit. Oops. Oh no, did it again. It's so easy. To just be like, yes, monkey brain, do the right button press. Button press, good. And to hit the wrong button. Or to do things like that, where you press the button for too long. That's fine. No! Curses. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. See what I mean about trying to rush? Okay, I don't think we can quite clear it because I'm not releasing the button and he's still jumping that much. It's not quite high enough. But if we go from the next block over, we bump into the other one. So now we're back here again. I definitely can't do that. Oops. Fuck. I fell. Ha. Oh. I was about to say, well, at least we've got this bit fairly down pat, and then I fell all the way to the bottom again. game decided I'd committed a thought crime. Right. So, here we are. We know that there are 2 potential routes we could take. There may be a third. We can't alter our direction of jumping after we've jumped. And he automatically jumps when his jump is at maximum. Bouncing off of the wall doesn't get us high enough up or far enough over. And the other wall, the only platforms that we could reach it from are too far down. So we need something over this side. Oops. Hadn't actually intended to do that, but whatever. I feel like I must be missing something because I don't think they'd make something so early on in the game that pinpoint precise. I mean, I might be wrong. Oops. Let's go back to this route for a sec. Oops, that wasn't rough enough. Finished Subnautica last night, as in once I entered the final stages of the game, I couldn't stop until it was done around 3 AM. Oh, I have games like that. Ending legit hit me hard. Couldn't sleep for another hour until I'd had time to process even a small fraction of all the thoughts that exploded past my brain. Didn't want to leave, didn't want to say goodbye. Yeah. I've had a couple of games like that recently, and I'm sure I'll have a couple more soon. I've got to admit, I'm actually sort of dreading finishing Ghostwire. I'm looking forward to what's going to come after it. But, okay, I need to test a theory here. Can I go any further than that? No. That is the furthest I can go. That might be enough. It is not. Okay. So that's that definitely out, because I literally can't get any further on that platform without falling off. I will admit, a little part of me is kind of itching to get back to the game I've been playing for myself off stream at the moment. Like I'm enjoying playing this for you folks, even if I'm not getting anywhere. But I do really, really want to finish the game I'm playing. It's Below Zero to look forward to. Oh, that's the Subnautica. Is it a sequel? I don't know a lot about Subnautica, I've got to admit. I think I own it, but... No. So neither of those seem to work. Which means there must be an alternative route. Let's just check again. Ooh. We can get an extra pixel out of him. It's really hard to see. Ugh, fuck. I may not be able to do it. It may just be a luck thing. So there's the highlight on his boot, and 1 pixel over from that is the furthest on a platform I've managed to get. There we go. That is the maximum you can go before he falls off. But I don't know if I can do it up here. Shit. Because I think that's the only way I'm going to get past this. Is a pixel perfect positioning on that platform. It's a lot of peas. I am going to have to finish up soon because folks keeping an eye on Porthos Cam will notice he's moving about, and I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it sounds like somebody is celebrating something with explosives. Fuck. But he hadn't even finished his standing up animation then, and I made him jump again. Huh. What is the trick to this? There is a trick to this, there has to be. Ah, it's not consistent. It's dependent on the platform, it would seem. Yeah. Some platforms let you go further over the edge than others do. Is there a slide jump? Nope. There is jump, and there is walk, and that's it. There's no crouch, there's no nothing. I can go left and right, and up, and down. And yes, I did that entirely for illustrative purposes. That wasn't me just having a moment and walking off the edge. That was done deliberately for the purposes of illustrating downwards. Because I thought it would be fun. And it's good practice. Yeah, I'm honestly stumped. There's got to be a way to do it. But I'm not sure what it is. At all. Okay. Okay. So we want to be over on the right-hand side, really. That's where our next logical point is, that little platform there, which will get us up onto that middle platform. We can't jump across to the platform between them. Maybe? Maybe I'm just being too rough? Oh my god, I was just being too rough. Nice one, Rust. Okay, now we just have to figure out the height on this one. Oh no! We know what to do now. That's the important thing. Not gentle enough. Oh no, I was in the wrong place then. Silly me. Oof. Oh, face planting onto a corner as well. That's rough. Oh, okay, that wasn't quite as far of a fall as it could have been. Out of interest, does anybody know if this game has checkpoints? Bugger. Okay. It does not. Oh. Okay then. Oh, it was a bit rough there. So, every time I play, I have to start from the beginning. Oops. Or... can I, like, save? I can save, okay. Oh no, I hit my head! Starts you where you saved. Okay, cool. Oh no! Bugger. Ah well. You know what to do here. I've just got to, you know, execute it properly. Too rough again. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. You can't save, scum. I'm okay with that. Okay. Immediately falls back down again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I might have to stop soon purely because I need to like eat and stuff, and I don't think the discomfort in my stomach is helping with my focus right now. Oh, bugger. Because I'm making silly mistakes now as well. Oof. That's unfortunate. Soft checkpoints are sorts where you can't fall past unless you try really hard to. Ah. This is the point when you tell me that I've already passed one of those and I'm back on the bottom again, isn't it? Aww. I need to get closer to the edge. Not that edge! Wrong edge to get closer to. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm making silly mistakes now. This is the most frustrating looking game I've ever seen. It's fine. See? Yeah! Yeah! I got to the verb! Woo! What's up there? Okay then. I would have rage quit, rage shut down my PC, and rage gone for a walk to calm down by now. It takes a lot to rattle me, as you are well aware, Wheezy. Wheezy and I have known each other for a very long time at this point. There are some things that will rattle me very quickly. Oh, you've seen nothing yet? Yes, now this I know. I'm a little nervous about this, because we need to be there. Oh, okay, no, that's good, that's good. Yeah! No! Oh, that could have been so much worse. It's okay, we're all good. We're all good. Tree acquired. And then immediately lost again. I'm bouncing off of that every time. Okay, so this is a little worse. Ooh. I appear to have found a fairly foolproof way of getting back on that platform now, though. Nope. Ah. Okay, we'll get back up to the tree, and that's where I'll call it. It makes me very nervous doing that. Oh, bugger. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? That was not what I intended to do. Too much, not enough. Eat. Okay, no, I need to go from the back of that platform. That's my problem there. There we go. Nope. Bugger. Okay. Nope. There we go. Right. I think I stop here. I think I stop here and I go and get a bite to eat. I know I've said this in Duke's playthrough already, but I would love to see a Jump King campaign for Shovel Knight. It would fit in fairly well with the broad range of gameplay that the existing campaigns already have. Yeah? No, I could get behind that. Okay, yeah, I think I'll leave it there because my stomach just grumbled really loud as well. I'm sorry if the microphone picked that up. Thank you for the stream and for stopping to look after yourself. You're most welcome, Torpor. Anyone that hasn't like had dinner or lunch or whatever meal time it is in your specific time zone, or hasn't had a drink recently, has been sat at their desk all day like I have and hasn't really gotten up and moved about too much, before you go and say hello to whoever we end up raiding, I strongly advise you do that. But thank you, Wheezy. We have breakfast for dinner. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save before I forget. There we go. Right, I have saved. I have saved the Jump King. We will probably come back to it because that was actually quite fun, and it was a nice way, believe it or not, to wind down after doing speedrun practice. So I might have a couple of streams, like, until I move, I might just do Ducktales and then Jump King on a Wednesday. We've not got that many Wednesdays left before I move house anyway. Oh god, we don't have that many Wednesdays left before I move house. Why did I have to say that? I'm not panicking at all. Okay, let's see who we've got that's live. I have a panel in front of me that tells me all the people I follow that are live. So let's see who we can send you off to. Oh. Okay. We're gonna raid someone that I never get the opportunity to raid. Lovely, lovely streamer. Absolute sweetheart and a really nice community. And almost as thirsty as you lot. It is D-Mac. How'd you guess? Right. I will be back on Friday with some more Cult of the Lamb for community night. Hopefully, the Twitch integration is working now. I think I fixed it. Hopefully. He's a thirsty boy when it comes to Felix. Yes, he is. Right. So hopefully I'll see you all on Friday. And, of course, until I do see you next, I want you to take care of yourselves. I want you to take care of each other. And I want you to wash your fucking hands! And have a great rest of your week, everybody. However you're spending it. Now, go say hi to Zan for me. Bye-bye, folks.